So guys, I talk a lot about opening an investment account or a trading account using a registered account, either a TFSA, an RRSP, or an RESP. And I say that you should max them out before anything else. But there is one thing that's more important that you should max out first, and that is employer RRSP matching contribution. So if you work for a company, so if you're a salaried employee, usually a permanent employee for the company, your employer will most likely offer you matching RRSP contribution. So if you don't know what that is, basically, if you contribute to the group RRSP plan of your company, your employer will match your contributions up to a certain percentage. So it'll vary from company to company. So usually that's what makes one company better than another. Usually those social benefits will make a difference. So some companies will give you 50% matching. For example, if you contribute $5,000 in the year in the group RRSP plan, they will match by contributing at $2,500 from their side. So you get 5,000, they put 2,500, so you have a total of 7,500. 5,000 yours, 2,500 coming from the company. Because some companies match 100%. So if you put 5,000, they will put another 5,000. But usually it's going to be the 5,000 that you can put is usually capped. Usually it'll also vary from company to company. For example, some companies will be 6% of your salary. Some companies it'll be 8% of your salary. So for example, if you make 100,000 a year and the maximum you could put is 8% of your salary, so you could only put $8,000 in the group RRSP plan. And if the company matches at 100%, they're going to put another 8,000. If they match at 50%, they're going to put 4,000. So you should definitely take advantage of that first before contributing to your personal RRSP or your TFSA, because that's basically easy money. It's a guaranteed 50% return on your money or even 100% return on your money. And usually usually you'll have to invest in their insurance plan. So usually if they're with Sun Life, for example, you'll have to invest either in cash or bonds, mutual funds. Usually it's mutual funds if you want something more volatile. So you'll have to look up the mutual funds that Sun Life offers, for example, and see which ones represent the Canadian stock market, which ones represent the American stock market. So even if you don't make that much gains with the mutual funds, but at least you're getting 100% return on your money. So that's if your company matches at 100%. So if you're putting $8,000, you're getting an extra $8,000 from the company, just like that. But another point to consider is not all companies will give you that, for example, $8,000 that they contribute. You don't have access to that right away. So there's something called a vesting period. So that'll differ from company to company. On average, it's usually 2 years. So you have to be with the company for at least 2 years before you get access to what your employer contributes to the RRSP. For some companies, you get it from day one. So if you work for the company, you contribute, let's say $3,000, they match another $3,000. If you leave after 3 months, the $3,000 that they contributed is yours. So it'll depend from company to company. So you should know what the vesting period for the company you work for is. Regardless what it is, if you feel like you can stay in that company for that period, then you should definitely take advantage of the RRSP matching contributions from your employer, because it's basically guaranteed return or an easy return, whether it's 50% from the employer or 100%. So if you don't have enough money to contribute to your employer's RRSP plan, to your personal RRSP, your TFSA, if you had to choose, I would recommend the first one would be your employer's RRSP plan, so that you get a guaranteed 50% or 100% depending on your employer's benefits. Because even if you just put it in cash or bonds or something safe, you're getting 50% for free or 100% for free. But in my opinion, what I would do is I would put it in mutual funds, of course, because I have no choice. I can't put it in stocks when it comes to the group RRSP plan. And I'd put it in mutual funds that represent the Canadian stock market and the American stock market. And I think for my previous employer, that's what I did. I think I made like a 4% return in a year, but I was able to take, and I didn't stay long in that company, and I was able to leave with their contributions, and it was 100% contributions. It was 100% matching contribution with no vesting period. The company I was working for before, it was a 2-year vesting period, and I think they were matching 50%. So I don't think I contributed to that one because I didn't think I was going to stay there for 2 years. So I didn't want to put my investment in mutual funds, and then if I leave before 2 years, then my money didn't really grow when I could have put it somewhere else, and I didn't get to take advantage of the employer contribution or matching contribution. Definitely in Canada, and I'm sure it's available in the States, but in Canada for sure, if you have a permanent role, actually some companies, even if you're on a contract, they'll offer it too, but mostly it'll be if you have a permanent role, you can take advantage of employer RRSP matching contributions, and it's usually, so in the example of someone who makes 100,000, and it all depends on the company you work for, but just for example purposes, they'll limit you, for example, that you could contribute a maximum of 8% of your salary. So if you're making 100K, 8% would be $8,000 per year. So that's the maximum that you can contribute to the RRSP group plan. Depending on the employer, whether it's 50% matching or 100% matching, let's say it's 100%, they're going to put another 8,000 from their side. So your 8,000 generated another 8,000, so you have a total of 16,000 after 1 year. So that's 100% return on your money in 1 year. And all that goes into your RRSP, so it's an RRSP deduction. It's a tax credit. So you're going to get a tax credit of 16,000 as if you contributed to your RRSP 16,000, which usually generates a tax credit of around 8,000. I'll make another video about the effect of contributing to your RRSP, how it affects your tax refund and any other credits that you can get, whether it's GST or QST or child benefits, depending on your salary bracket and depending on your living situation. Also, if you're single or married or have children. But yeah, definitely first thing you should take advantage of is the employer RRSP matching contributions for the reasons I mentioned in this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, or you can also email me on my website. I'll provide the link below. So this was a quick video on the best registered investment that you should take advantage of first if you can't use all of them. Thanks for watching.